I asked the woman, and he said, well, I think she just, for sure, so yes.
What is this, the new program? They give you, what are you handing out?
Oh, this is the,
Okay, oh, there, Andy. Wait. How are you? I'm good, I'm better. I had a cold. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What are you passing out? Passing out the news after?
secret song that we're singing tonight. This is your solo. Here you go.
Thank you. Oh, I got one.
Okay. No.
He called me.
No secret song. Just the regular one.
You have it? And they're actually here. You gave a live lecture where?
I have two. I already have two.
I won't get it till January 8th, but the podcasts are still available, right? Because the book, you said that they sent the podcasts, so I can hear their voices. And it's saying Josh thing. So, okay. So you already do. Everything. Yeah, I know. I'll get one I can. Everything out of here. So did that change much right now? Good, how are you? I don't know.
One-story house?
I don't have the new cheat sheet, thank you. Micah, Micaiah, could I have the cheat sheet? I just took apart my book and I don't know what's what.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
You have a thing with her,
Not with your rubber baby. No, that's not the.
Would our friends in the youth choir please come up front? Our friends in the youth choir, please come up front.
Yes, let's have our friends from the please. Good to see you both. Glad you're here. It should be a download. She does everything. Plus her
Are we up? Yes, we're up.
Chaneke ayom te pashe nera lusikera freiliken tono kazeine Halenakin dreidel feeling mir Zudik hese lakes essen mir Yes in there, in there Te chaneke lifteleno Longer alle singen und longer alle swingen und longer alle tanzen and go. Longer alle singen und longer alle swingen und longer alle tanzen and go. English! Oh, can you go? Let's have a party, the world gets the water. Gather round the table, many good trees. Singing on the glitter and laughter to me. And while we are laying, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed as we light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed as we light to remind us of days long ago. Kanuka, Kanuka, Kagya Fekoka, or Kabi, Bisabi, Gileyelera. Kanuka, Kanuka, Sibi Bam so, Mana Imato. Hey, Kanuka, Kanuka, Festival of Lights. It's to me, what a treat, 8 days and 8 nights. Kanuka, Kanuka, see the dreidel spin. Round and round, round and round, let the fun begin. Happy Hanukkah!
Shabbat Shalom. Happy Hanukkah. What a treat it is to share this evening together to celebrate not only Shabbat, but Hanukkah together. I have been looking forward to this Shabbat in particular as we have the chance to hear the voices of our choir and our youth choir and all of you to kindle our Hanukkah together, our Shabbat candles to bring light together into this world so very much in need of light at this time. So we will kindle our menorahs together, kindle our Chanukiah together. I know many people, you brought your own Chanukiah. Even if you didn't, I'm going to invite everyone who'd like to come close, help kindle the... And every table has 2 extra. Thank you, Molly, wherever you are, for setting that up. So we have some Chanukiah options that are in need of you to kindle them, even if you didn't bring your own. So we will kindle our Chanukiah together. We have 3 candles for their 3rd night of Hanukkah, as well as the shamash. So feel free to come on up to your menorahs or to the unattended ones. Help kindle the candles. We will first light our Chanukiahs and sing together, and after that we'll officially begin Shabbat.
Let's all sing together. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asa nisim la'avoteinu ve'imoteinu vayamim hahem b'zman hazeh. Now gather around with those who are close with you and let's sing. Ma'osor Yeshuati lecha na'el leshabeach tikon beit tefilati v'sham todah nizabeach le'zahir matbeach mitzar hamnabeach azegmor v'shir mizmor kanukat hamizbeach azegmor v'shir mizmor kanukat hamizbeach rock of ages, let our song praise your saving power. You amidst the raging foes were our sheltering tower. Furious they assailed us, but your arm availed us, and your word broke their sword. When our own strength failed us, and your word broke their sword. When our own strength failed us.
Let's take this light in together. If you haven't glanced around, glance around. And now we will add even more light to these as we kindle our Shabbat candles. Here on the tables, there are tea lights to kindle our Shabbat candles together this evening. Everyone who would like to. You can use your shamash if you wanted, or a match, either one.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kirishanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Shabbat Shalom. As we wish each other Shabbat Shalom and Happy Hanukkah, we can make our way back to our seats. In our handouts, we're in the middle of page 3. In our handouts, in the middle of page 3.
There's a light, there's a light in the darkness, and the black of the night cannot harm us. We can trust not to fear, for our comfort is near. There's a light in the darkness. Let's sing together. There's a light in the darkness, and the black of the night will not harm us. We can trust not to fear, for our comfort is near. There's a light in the darkness. There's a light in the darkness.
This is such a special time of year, as our days have grown shorter and shorter, that we have the opportunity to celebrate light, to bring light into the world, symbolized by kindling these candles. You may know that there is a debate in the Talmud about how exactly the menorah should be kindled. Would it be a tradition if we didn't have a debate about it? And the classic houses of Hillel and Shammai disagree, as they always do. Shammai says that we should, at the first night of Hanukkah, kindle all 8 candles and then decrease night by night, as logically the oil would have decreased in volume day after day, night after night. Hillel disagrees, saying that we should kindle 1 light on the first night, 2 on the second. Now, we know who won the debate. because we know what we do on Hanukkah. And if you've heard debates between Hillel and Shammai before, it's always a spoiler alert because Hillel always wins. Feel a little bad for Shammai. Hillel tends to be the kindler, gentler of the two, and that tends to be why he wins the debate, or his house wins the debate. But it's a meaningful reason that is given why we increase the light each night, and that is we only increase holiness. Holiness doesn't diminish. The wonder of the miracle became more and more with each passing day. And we too never decrease the holiness in the world with our actions, with our souls, with the goodness we bring into the world. We have the opportunity to only increase the holiness, only increase the light with each passing day. And that's true whether it's Hanukkah or not. This is just the time that we get to be reminded of having that power. So I want to invite you to just take a moment, turn to people sitting close to you. I'm going to say bonus points if it's someone you don't know yet who you're going to speak with. Okay, welcome people into the space. Introduce yourselves. And I'd love you to share what is one thing bringing light into your world right now. I should have given the prompt before saying to turn to each other. What is one thing bringing light into your world right now? All right, what is one thing that is bringing light into your world right now? One thing bringing light into your world right now. Would anyone like to share what's one thing? All right, I'm coming back to you. What's one thing bringing light?
Playing with my cousin.
Playing with your cousins, family, time with family. That is so special. Ellie, I'm coming to you.
All of the menorahs.
All of the menorahs all together, bringing light. Bina, I don't want to leave you out.
Being here with everyone.
Being here with everyone, I love that. Anyone else, what's one thing bringing light into your world right now? Adults are also allowed to answer.
My Jew crew.
Your Jew crew, I love that. Are those 3D glasses? That's a way to increase the way the, okay, after services. May we each experience so many things that are bringing light into each of our worlds. The light of family, the light of community, the light of wholeness, the light of creating goodness in our world. I know one thing that brings light into my world, into our world each week is Shabbat. So we are going to turn our focus to Shabbat, welcoming in Shabbat with the words of Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi can be found in our prayer books. Prayer books are in the seats in front of you. In the seats in front of you in our prayer books, we turn together to page 10. For Lecha Dodi, we will sing together. Okay, we're gonna sing. They should. Okay, we're gonna sing almost all of the verses with asterisks.
There you go.
Cantor, we're going to keep it interesting this evening.
It's like a sweepstakes. Lecha dodi likakala, b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha dodi likakala, b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Shamor v'zachor v'yibor echad, ishmianu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad, v'shemo echad, v'shemo tiferet v'litila, lecha dodi likakala, b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha dodi Shabbat ekavela, mikrat Shabbat lechudecha, ki bekor habracha, mirosh bikedem nesuka, so ma'aseh Shabbat kikla, lecha dodi likakala, b'nei Shabbat ekavela.
On the next page,
Hitoriri, Kiba Ore, Guri Ori, Guri Guri, Shida Meiri, Odadonai, Alai Mila, Lecha Dodi, Likakala, B'nei Shabbat, Nekavela, Lecha Dodi, Likakala, B'nei Shabbat, Nekavela. Boi v'shalom, Ateret Bala, Gam v'simcha, U'tzola, Tochenunei Am Segula, Boi Chala, Boi Chala, Lecha Dodi Likakala, B'nei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha Dodi Likakala, B'nei Shabbat nekavela.
we remain standing together now as we turn to page 16. Page 16 as we continue with Baruch.
Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach leolam va'ed. Baruch et Adonai melech HaMashiach. V'yom elaynu choshech, choshech mipnei or. Umavir yom, umevi laila. Umavdil ben yom uven laila Adonai tzevahot shemo. Elachai v'kayam. Tamid yimloch aleinu leolam va'ed. Baruch et Adonai Amari v'aravi.
Page 17.
Ahavat olam Beit Yisrael Ahavta Torah u'mitzvot U'kim u'mishpatim Otanu limadeta Al kein Adonai Eloheinu ומצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו, לאורך ימינו, ובהם נגי יומם ולילה, נגי יומם ולילה, באהבתך אל תסיר, ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל, אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. ברוך שם שלומך.
We can be seated. Page 18.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברתם בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתיכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אלוהיכם אמת. Well, who's had some latkes so far this holiday? Who's had a sufganiyah so far this holiday? At least one. A sufganiyot. You know, the reason we call them sufganiyot, it comes from the Hebrew word for sponge. Sfog. Everyone say sfog. Sfog. Everyone say bob. Bob. Everyone say bob sfog. Bob sfog. Now you've said SpongeBob in Hebrew. Bob sfog hamiruba. That's how they call it. So just like the sufgadiyot are sponges for the oil, right? The Micha Mocha prayer is the sponge for the flavor of the season. And every season has its own signature melody. And for this one, we sang together beautifully, I might add, Ma'oz Tzur, filling this room with a melody that's over 600 years old. That's remarkable. And so we sing this melody to Micha Mocha a little more upbeat, to really bring the joy of the moment of freedom at the end of the crossing of the sea. Imagine if they had sufganiyot when they crossed the Red Sea. That would have probably been quite a surprise for them.
Yes.
But here we go. We're on page 21. Let's sing together. 1, 2, 3. Micha Mocha, Anu ve'anu Adonai Imo Leolam Va'ed Adonai Imo Leolam Va'ed Adonai Imo Leolam Va'ed.
Adonai, enable us to lie down this night in sleep and raise us up to life renewed, spreading over us a Sukkot Shalom, a shelter of peace and of wholeness.
Hashivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom, L'shalom Ve'hamidenu Malkeinu L'chaim Ufros aleinu Sukkot Shlomecha Ufros aleinu Sukkot Shlomecha Shelter us beneath thy wings, O Adonai. Guide us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us wrong from right. Amen. 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 Just our voices. Amen. 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 Beautiful singing.
On the top of page 23. Page 23, in a moment, we will continue singing Vishamru together. Following Vishamru, we will take a few moments for a silent prayer for the silent Amidah, which begins on page 23 and continues through page 32. I want to point out that in our Amidah this evening, we do have a special prayer inserted for Hanukkah. So as you've passed through, some of you many, many times, seeing that one for on Purim, one for on Hanukkah, finally this is the Shabbat, where we get to enjoy that prayer for Hanukkah on page 29. On the top of page 23, we continue with Vishamru. Please rise as you are able.
Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berito Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berito B'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam. B'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam. לעשות את השבת לדורותם בראשונה. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. Hey! ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם בראשונה.
Asher koach, how beautiful. There is a story that claims to be historical. It may be largely apocryphal, but it seems that there are some kernels of historical truth to it about a Hanukkah celebrated, marked at Valley Forge. In 1777, so that very difficult winter at Valley Forge in 1777 to 1778, they arrived at Valley Forge on December 19th of 1777, and conditions were immediately pretty difficult. And the story goes that a young recruit himself, his family had come as immigrants from Poland seeking a better life in the Americas. He had joined the cause and was stationed there at Valley Forge. And the first night of Hanukkah was right around Christmas. Someone can look that up, I'm sure. There's an app for that, right? Someone can look that up. But the first night, just like this year, was right around the same time of year. And a little nervous about kindling a light when the celebration of Christmas had been a bit of a dismal thing there at Valley Forge, this young recruit went a little bit into the forest with his little menorah that he had brought from home and kindled the candles for the first night. And no sooner had he finished the blessings than passing by him was General Washington, who said, "Young man, why are you crying?" He interpreted this bent-over position as despair. And this young recruit said, "No, I was lighting the candles for the celebration of Hanukkah, celebrated by my people." And he proceeded, after George Washington asked, "Tell me about these candles, tell me about the celebration," he proceeded to tell General Washington the story of that unlikely band led by the spirited Mattathias and his sons, who took on the mighty Greek army, who were outfitted better than them, had better weapons, more organized, so many more people, and yet this small, mighty band took on the mighty Greek army and managed to win. And George Washington, it said to him, "You are descended of a people of prophets, and here you say the small, mighty band without enough weapons or supplies can win." And this young man said, "Yes, and so can we." The story goes that George Washington continued on his way, and we know that the rest, of course, is history. And the smaller but still mighty band managed to defeat the mighty British army, outfitted better organized with better weapons, and managed to win with spirit greater than the physical might you might have expected. And the story goes that some years later, George Washington found himself in the home of a different Jewish person, a different Jewish family around the time of Hanukkah. And they began to explain the celebration to him, and he stopped them and said, "I learned about this years ago, and that Hanukkah at Valley Forge gave me what I needed, gave me the hope I needed to get through that difficult time, to move forward and win."
Wow.
Now, there are these kernels of historical truth. Some among you will go home and immediately Google to see what the kernels will be. But there are some attested to in the diary of the young woman whose father's house it was that George Washington went to. That's what I found. But what a parallel, perhaps to that time in the Revolutionary War, a difficult time when we were laid low and we didn't know what laid ahead. And what a parallel from the story of Hanukkah to any time in our own lives or in the life of our people when things are tough, when things are difficult, when we feel like there are so many who are so mighty and perhaps so vocal, when we might feel like so few, and we wonder what our resources might be. And that moment is when we kindle lights and we remember that we have survived and we have thrived even when we didn't know what the path ahead would hold, even when we didn't know how we would have the strength to move forward. And not only did we move forward, not only did those Maccabees win, but we grew, we thrived, and we will continue to do so in our own lives. Our world right now can feel so dark. And the situation of the Jewish people and the situation in Israel can feel certainly like we don't know what the path ahead will hold. It feels like there are so many who are so mighty and so vocal, and it's easy to feel like we are so few. But we will continue to kindle lights, and we will continue to believe that it is not by might, but by spirit that we will continue and we will grow, and the light will only increase. This Hanukkah, let us be the shamash, let us be the light that kindles other lights in this world. If we do so, we will only grow and thrive in the days ahead. May it be so. Let us join together in a prayer for Israel. Let us kindle the lights in our own hearts. Let us raise up our voices together in prayer. On page 33, in the middle of the page, I invite you to join with me as we pray for peace and wholeness and an end to violence. Avinu Shabash Shamayim, Rock and Redeemer of the people of Israel, bless the state of Israel with its promise of redemption. Shield it with your peace. Guide its leaders with your light and your truth. Strengthen the hands of those who defend the land. Deliver them, crown their efforts with triumph. Bless the land with peace and its inhabitants with lasting joy. And let us say, Amen. We turn our hearts, our thoughts now to all those who are in need of healing. Healing of mind, of body, of spirit. Each of us have people in our lives, friends or family members in need of healing. And there may be some among us this evening present here in our sanctuary or joining us streaming online who are in need of that same healing. If you'd like to share the name of someone for whom you are praying, if you've joined us streaming online, please share their names in the chat or in the comments. And present together, I invite you to share those names as I look around the room. The Mishaberach can be found in our prayer books on page 34. Page 34. to share a few announcements with us and words of greeting. It's a pleasure to welcome forward a member of our board of directors, Diana Bookbinder. Thank you. Representing our board of directors, our board is so wonderful, such dedicated volunteers who serve our congregation with such spirit and wisdom. And I'm glad, Diana, you're representing this wonderful group of folks this evening.
Thank you, Rabbi. And thank you, Cantor, and our choir and musicians and all of our menorah lighters and our dinner preparers and servers, everybody who made this such a very special night. I am Diana Buckbinder, and it is my honor to be a member of the board of directors here. A lot of what I'm going to tell you, you can find on the back of your announcement sheets, which you can take home with you for reference purposes, and on the EHI, just in case you don't commit it to memory right now. Wise Aging will be meeting on January 8th, either in person or on Zoom. And this month's topic is online answers to all of your tech questions. And that's from our own techies here at Temple High, from Zoom to Instagram and everything in between, including the Temple High website. So see your eHigh for information on how to submit questions prior to the event. There's a Cantor's concert on Sunday, January 26th at 7 p.m. with Cantor Sharona Feller, Alan Naflin, the return of Rachel Milan, and guest cantor Alex Kurland, and perhaps others. We hope that we see you here. The men's Shabbaton will be held on January 31st to February 1st. It will be a weekend of engaging activities, and there will be honoring of Cantor Walton. Temple High Gala is scheduled for March 1st. The theme this year is Peace, Love, and High, and it will be an incredible evening with both silent and live auctions. You can help by donating items to the silent auction, or other ways. If you're interested, please call Molly Levy at the Temple office. The Rabbi Circle invites you to a program on the political and religious wars in the Middle East on Sunday, January 12th from 4 to 5:30. Dr. Daniel Rothenberg from ASU's School of Politics and Global Studies will speak on the wars in Lebanon and Syria and their significance for U.S. and Israel. And as you see on the handout, and again, an important reminder, please only park in the handicap spots if you have either a placard or a license plate allowing you to do so. And we're also asking people to wear your name tags so that we can say hello to you and get to know you more fully. We wish you a happy Hanukkah and a very happy and healthy New Year. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Yasher Koach. I'll mention also, and you'll see on the back of the brochure, that next Friday evening is Blue Jean Shabbat. I think we did that maybe Shabbat Shuvah, or right after the holidays, and we had a lot of fun. So yes, wear your blue jeans next Friday evening for a little abbreviated, casual Friday evening service. We will continue together now with the concluding prayers of our service. Aleinu can be found in your prayer books on page 38. Page 38, please rise as you are able.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'tet gedula liotzer b'reshit, shelo asanu kegoyei ha'aratzot, velo samanu kemishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam. V'nahachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu v'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu bayom hahu Yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo, u'shemo, u'shemo.
may be seated. We call into our hearts now in memory all those we have loved and lost, friends, family members of our congregational community for whom we are in a period of mourning or observing a yahrzeit. If you've joined us streaming online, please share the names of those you are remembering in the chat or in the comments. We can hold them close in our hearts with our own. We remember in recent days, please rise if you are here remembering this beloved individual. We remember Sharon Ritt. If you are here remembering someone who died in recent days or for a yahrzeit or simply remembering someone at this time whose name you would like to share, I invite you to rise as you are able to share their names.
Ruth Watts.
My son, Jeff Berkowitz.
My mother, Jaska Friedman.
My father, Earl Abramson, son of mechanic, Ellen Schlossman.
My late husband, Norman Garland.
My mother, Evelyn Becker.
Did I miss anyone?
Rabbi. Our choir mate, Jeannie Ritt. Sharon Ritt, I'm sorry. Sharon Ritt.
Zichronam livracha, may all their memories be for a blessing. Together as one community, we turn to page 40, and rise as you are able as we continue with the Mourner's Kaddish. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabbah, b'yama divrach yurtei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayachon uvyomechon, uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'gala uvizman kariv imru amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mevarach le'alam u'lamei amaya, yit varach v'yishtabach v'yit pa'ar v'yit tromam v'yit naseh, Vit hadar, vit ale, vit halal, shemed kudusha brechu. La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran v'yama v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved, as again we say, amen. We remain standing together now as we continue with Kiddush, with Kiddush, and we'd love to invite forward our youth choir members and their families to help lead us in Kiddush. Come on, we know who you are. There we go. Thank you so much for singing with us this evening. It was so beautiful. Oh, good catch. Kiddush is in the middle of page 41.
Let me cry it, Kodesh, Zecher L'Siyat
I am.
Yasher Koach, youth choir members. What a treat it has been to share Shabbat together. And before our closing song, I just want to say a very big thank you to our choir and our youth choir. Your voices lifted us this evening, added to the light of our Hanukkah and our Shabbat. Thank you so much. Our closing song is on our handouts on the final page, page 4, Light One Candle.
Thank you, Rabbi. And we learned today that Peter Yarrow entered hospice recently, and so how strange the timing of that, and that we hold him and his family in our hearts as we add our light with the beautiful music that Peter, Paul, and Mary added to our world. Let's sing together, Light One Candle.
Light one candle for the Maccabee children. Give thanks that their light didn't die. Light one candle for the pain they endured when their right to exist was denied. Light one candle for the terrible sacrifice justice and freedom demand. And light one candle for the violence to know when the peacemaker's time is at hand. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. Light one candle for the strength that we need to never become our own foes. Light one candle for those who are suffering the pain we learned so long ago. Light one candle for all we believe in. Let anger not tear us apart. Light one candle to bind us together with peace as the song in our heart. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. What is the memory that's valued so highly that we keep alive in that flame? What's the commitment to those who have died when we cry out they've not died in vain? We have come this far, always believing that justice will somehow prevail. This is the burden, this is the promise, and this is why we will not fail. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out. Don't let the light go out. Don't let the light go out.
Shabbat Shalom and Happy Hanukkah.
Shabbat Shalom.
Happy Hanukkah. I just want to thank you all for thinking about sharing.